It was Clippers Media Day yesterday, which happened to be extremely inconvenient for the Clippers. I mean, considering that massive salary cap circumvention controversy that franchise is still dealing with, kind of a rough moment to invite the media in to ask questions, right? Not at all awkward. Except everybody has to have a media day. So I have to admit, I didn't expect to be so intrigued by what Kawhi Leonard had to say. I don't know that I've ever been intrigued by anything that Kawhi Leonard has had to say. To be fair, I didn't even know that Kawhi could speak. And that's coming from a guy who has actually interviewed him in the past. I mean, the guy really has never, ever uttered an interesting word in public. Not until now, because I do have to say, Kawhi's opening statement was actually very compelling, if not riveting. Here it was. Take a listen.
I don't even know where you're sitting at.
I mean, rack him. Give this guy a golden ticket.
Rack him.
He does have a great point. No. Of course Kawhi didn't have anything compelling to say. I'm surprised the guy even showed up. He probably found out about the entire controversy the second he walked into the Clippers facility. You know, probably like he walks in the door, Clipper PR is waiting for him like, Kawhi, hold up. No, I'm good. No, hold up. There's something you need to know. Everybody found out about that thing that we did to pay you on the side through that fake tree company where you didn't actually do any work at all. So just as a heads up, there may be a question or two about that. So I've got to give Ramona Shelburne some credit because, of course, she was the one who stepped up and grilled Kawhi yesterday. Remember, she was the one who also grilled Steve Balmer and got him to retreat into his Mickey Mouse falsetto voice and reportedly claimed that he was the one who got conned. They conned me.
You're one of the richest men in
I'm
America.
the one who got conned.
They conned me.
They conned me.
Look,
You're one of the richest men in
Yeah,
America.
but you're one of the richest people in the world. They conned me,
They
Ramona.
conned me.
You're one of the richest men in America.
They conned me.
Give me a break. They conned me.
me.
You're one of
We
the richest
sing
men
this
in
on
America.
American Greed.
They
They conned me. Stacey Keach is on the
You're
other
one of the
line.
richest men
They
in
conned
America.
me. So, of course, Kawhi's voice does not go that high. Kawhi was never hitting any high notes on the podium yesterday. He was also never going to make any sense, though, right? Kawhi made about as much sense trying to explain that situation yesterday as Balmer did in that disastrous ESPN appearance, which is why I want to break down the entire 90-second grilling of Kawhi at the hands of Ramona, beginning with a simple question that he should have known was coming. How do you not know this is coming? Namely, what was your understanding of your deal with Aspiration, and did you perform any services for them?
What is your understanding of the endorsement deal that you had with the company that's being talked about, Aspiration, and did you perform any services for them?
When you say understanding, what do you mean?
Like of the contract you signed and how much money you were to receive, what you were supposed to perform for those services?
I understand that full contract and the services that I had to do. Like I said, I don't deal with the conspiracies or the clickbait analysts or journalism that's going on. So that's what it is.
Oh, is that what it is? How about him responding to, what do you mean, what was my understanding? Great start, Kawhi. What do you mean by understanding? I don't understand what you mean by understanding. What do you mean by contract? What do you mean by money? What do you mean by work not performed? What do you mean by salary cap? What's a no-show job? I don't understand any of these things.
When you say understanding, what do you mean?
When you say understanding, what do you mean? That's how you answer that question? And then you chase that with, I don't get caught up or concern myself with conspiracy theories, Clickbait journalism. My dude. First of all, wrong answer. Second of all, conspiracy theories don't have evidence. That's what makes them conspiracy theories. Now, if there's a paper trail, if there are contracts and signed documents and court filings, that's not, quote, conspiracy journalism. That's just journalism. So, of course, Ramona did not let him off there. She hit back with, is it accurate that you didn't perform any services for that company?
I think the allegation was that you didn't perform any services for them. Is that accurate, or did you do things for them?
I don't think it's accurate, but it's old. This is all new to you guys. The company went bankrupt a while ago, so we already knew this was going to happen. So,
in other words, what do you mean by accurate? I don't think that's accurate. Is it accurate or not? I don't think that's accurate. Oh, besides, the company went bankrupt in March. So that's old news. Right. It went bankrupt in March, dude, of this year. And on top of that, that has nothing to do with the question. Why are you suddenly pivoting to, oh, that's old. That's old news. She asked if it's accurate to say that you did not perform any services for them, and you say you don't think that's accurate, and yet you can't name any services that you ever performed for them. It's inaccurate, but you can't point to anything you did to earn that money. But I guess it doesn't even matter because it's all old news. You know, old news from all the way back in March of this same year. Ancient history from just a few months ago. I mean, obviously, the statute of limitations has run out on this, right? It happened in March. Evasive much? Come on, dude. You could not come off any worse than you are. So Ramona stayed on him and then asked, did you ever receive the money that was owed to you in that no-show contract?
You were named as like the largest creditor in the bankruptcy filing, right? Did you actually get the money that was owed to you in the contract, or?
No. But the company went belly up. It was frauded, as everybody knows. If you want any more questions or more details about that company, you can either ask the owner or whoever else is involved in the fraud that went on.
Right. I think they said they owed you $7 million or something, right?
I'm not sure. I gotta look back at the books, but no, it's more than that for sure.
Do you have any idea of how much you actually made on that?
No, it was like 2, 3, 4 years ago.
2, 3, 4 years ago, 2, 3, 4 months ago, 2, 3, 4 hours ago. 2 million, 50 million, 7 million. I don't know. I got to check. Why don't you go talk to those people who committed the fraud? Why are you asking me all this stuff? Very convincing, dude.
Clickbait.
Clickbait, conspiracies, old news. Listen, you had the chance to set the record straight. You had the chance to tell those conspiracy theorists how slanderous they all are. But instead, you just said that this is old news. They went belly up. I didn't get all the money. I don't know exactly how much I was or wasn't paid. What do you mean by understand? I don't know what accuracy means.
What do you mean?
That right there is the look and sound of a dude who is telling the unequivocal, unvarnished truth. Am I right? Give me an A or give me an F.
Clickbait.
And that, my dude, was an F minus. Clickbait. Incredibly enough, though,
Clickbait.
somehow the most evasive answer of the day didn't come from him, but rather president of basketball ops, Lawrence Frank. And of course, it was Ramona asking the question once again. And it was actually the exact same question that she had already asked Steve Balmer on ESPN about Uncle Dennis. Question being, has Dennis ever asked for any extra benefits that are not allowed under the NBA salary cap?
I'll ask you the same thing I asked Steve, which was, has Dennis Robinson, Kawhi's uncle, ever asked for any extra benefits that wouldn't be allowable under the NBA salary cap directly to you? There's been a lot coming out about his asks.
Yeah, look, Dennis knows the rules, Kawhi knows the rules, Mitch Franco knows the rules, and we know the rules.
Is that a yes or a no, though?
Yes, we all know the rules.
That was not the question. The question was not, do you know the rules? She should have hit back, Johnny Mac style, like, the question, jerk! The question, jerk!
The question,
Answer the
jerk!
question, jerk!
Jerk!
The question was, has Dennis asked for anything outside of the rules?
Jerk!
The question was not, do you know the rules? Does Dennis know the rules? She asked if Dennis has asked for anything outside of the rules. It's a yes or no question. And Lawrence Frank did not say no. In fact, he said yes. Yes, but yes, we all know the rules. Hey, great. Y'all know the rules. If you're watching the stream, my man's like, I nailed that. I nailed that, man. We know the rules. Okay, fine. You know the rules.
Clickbait.
But what we want to know is, did you break the rules? Telling us Uncle Dennis knows the rules means less than nothing, because it's already been widely reported that Dennis went around the league asking multiple teams for things outside of the rules. So, no credit for knowing the rules if you're going around knowingly breaking the rules, allegedly. In fact, it's even worse. Could the Clippers have come off any less prepared? Could they have come off any worse than they did? How could Clipper Media Day just sneak up on these guys and catch them off guard? Or did Steve Balmer think that he just aced that ESPN interview with Ramona and just tell everybody, hey man, just stick to the script. Stick to the script. Run it all back. Do what I did. Did Balmer make everybody sit and watch that ESPN disaster like some sort of film session and just send them out there and say, do what I did? Because that's what it looked like to me. That's what it sounded like to me. Needless to say, the Clippers don't look any more innocent today than they didn't look at any other part of this controversy. Somehow it just keeps getting worse. Probably because, I don't know, maybe they totally did it. I've never seen a group of individuals who did nothing wrong, allegedly, look more guilty of what has been reported than these dopes. If you did nothing wrong, why does it look and feel all wrong? If you did nothing wrong, answer the damn questions.
The question,
Why are you so
jerk!
evasive? We know the rules. We know the rules.
When you
The
say
question, jerk!
understand, what do you mean?
Like,
When you say understand, what do you mean? Oh, but we didn't do anything wrong.
Clickbait.
Clickbait.